Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're back in the Jetta Sport Wagon TDI. Today I'm going to be installing the cold air intake that I just got for the car. It's an Injen cold air intake. I'll show you, it's right here in the car at the moment. I did get it used. I got it off of one of my buddies for a super good deal. It was pretty cheap. I can't complain. Hopefully it makes the car sound a little better, more turbo noises. So I will show you how to install this, what tools you're going to need. It should be pretty straightforward. So yeah, let's hop right into it. I'm also going to be including some clips of before and after. So I'm going to do some sound clips of what the intake sounds like stock, and then I'm going to be doing some like revving, clips once the intake is installed and see if there really is a difference. Hopefully there is. I'm expecting this to produce more turbo noises, which is what I want. So yeah, let's hop right into it. The tools you're going to need are simple. Flathead, disconnect the MAF, breather hose. If it's hard to get off, you could pry it off with a flathead. T25 Torx, this is going to take off the stock intake box, and then pliers to disconnect the actual intake tube itself. With these three things, you should be able to take everything apart. Like I said, this should be a very straightforward and very quick installation. Just hopefully this helps somebody out. Yeah, the car is 100% stock, so pretty much what we're going to be removing is the stock intake box, going to be disconnecting the MAF, taking off the breather hose, and this unit right here that sucks in the cold air into the actual stock intake box. So that's going to be pretty straightforward. So let's get into it. I'm going to try and set up an angle so that you guys can see what I'm working with. Alright, so I'm going to start off taking off the intake box. Like I said, it's going to be a T25 Torx. So just got to remove all the bolts up on the stock intake box. So it should be pretty self-explanatory. So just remove all 8. I believe there's 8. Could be wrong. I think there is 8. Not sure. This one's a little tricky to get to, but we got it. Okay guys, so those are all the screws that are loosened now. So next, we're going to be disconnecting the MAF, taking the breather hose off. So the MAF, all you really need is just to pry it up with a little flathead. Should be pretty self-explanatory. Oh. Should be able to just pry the MAF up. It's a little clip, just be careful with it. Just careful not to break it, that's all. Alright, that's off. And then the breather hose is right here on the top of the intake. You're going to be obviously reusing this for when you put it on the aftermarket one. This might be a little tight from, miles and miles, but it comes off pretty simple. Disconnect that. So this whole unit is loose now. So all you got to do, take your pliers and disconnect this hose, this clamp for this hose right here. Now this unit comes off right here. Got this stock air filter and little tray. So yeah, that literally took 2 minutes. So we have the tray from the intake, the stock filter right here, the stock filter right there. It's pretty clean actually. And then the stock intake box. Alright, so now you got that removed, so now we have to take off this unit here. This is what brings in the cold air into the stock intake box, into the filter. So this just unclips. There's little 3 clips on the side. That comes off. And then there's going to be 2, I believe they're 25 Torx as well, that you're going to be removing to pull this off. Yep, T25 as well. Take off these 2 screws here. There's 1. You're you're going to be reusing these screws for the aftermarket intake. So don't lose them, because this is going to hold the new unit into place. So there's one. Remember, do not lose these. You're going to need them. And the second one's going to be a little tricky, but you should be able to sneak your Torx in there. There we go. Okay, be easier with my left hand. So that screws off. Okay. Second screw. Keep them in a safe place. I'm going to keep them up here. Not the best place, but I know I'm not going to lose them. So this unit is going to come apart. Right here. This should be able to pull off now. You can separate this unit now from the car. So now this is out. And now you're working with this. Guys, so on the top of the stock intake box, you're gonna, when you pull it off, the MAF is still gonna be connected to it. So you're gonna have to remove the MAF. This is also gonna be 225 Torx. So just take it off, because you're gonna be needing, obviously, the MAF to reinstall the new intake system. So just gotta pull this off. So there's gonna be 2 T25 screws to reinstall, because we're going to have to reuse the MAF. So both of them out. MAF is going to be right on. It should just pop right off. Might be a little, you know, gotta wiggle it around a little bit, but it'll come off. It's just kind of bind it in there from miles and stuff, but pulls right off. Make sure when you install the MAF that you put it in the right way. There's going to be arrows. It's pretty dummy proof. As you can see, there is arrows right here that's going to show you which side is right. So, yep, there's literally no way that you could put this wrong. So pretty much how it's going to go. So the open, best way to do it, in my opinion, the open right here is going to go towards the inside of the car, and then this like honeycomb web area is going to come towards the outside where you're going to be connecting your intake hose. So that literally just slips right in, right here, just like that. See, fits nice and snug. And then, all right, guys, so the whole unit's out of the car. So I'm open now. So now we can start installing the intake. I already took the MAF off of the top of the intake box and already connected it here. So now we just got to put the hoses, everything else on. Let me try and set this camera up nicely so we're able to see as much as possible. Should be good. So already have this all connected up, so this goes here. Tighten this up to the MAF. That's good. Make sure this one's tight. That's good. This is gonna sit like this. Now we gotta put the other piece of the intake in. Let me just remove this filter because this goes on last. So. So now here, there's a little grommet here for space. Just got to install the wash. The wash is going to go on this side. Do the washer and the bolt. I'll tighten that up after. And then this little bracket here is going to connect to the OEM bolt down here, which we have to undo. We're going to be using that. And then the 225 Torx right here are going to go into the stock location of where the top of the intake box, where the cold air leads to the stock intake goes. So you don't undo this. These are going to go into the OEM spot. Hand tighten that. It's going to be hard to see, it's a little dark down here, so I'm not even going to film. It's just putting the screws back to where we took them off originally. So that's one. I got the second one here. Now we just got to tighten that. One and two. So this is what we have so far. Now there's a bolt right here that I'm just going to move this to the side, and we got to undo. I don't know if you can see it, it's a little dark, hold on. This bolt right here, we're going to undo this, going to mount this bracket up to this bolt, which already comes with the car. It's actually like a little grommet to hold in the stock intake, but it has a bolt on the end. This is going to be used for this to hold it in place. Another way, this is what we got so far. Alright guys, so tighten this bolt. This is nice and sturdy now. This bolt was taken out, as you can see, and put the bracket under it. Now that's nice and tight. So everything is pretty much done. All we have to do now is reconnect the top breather hose here, MAF there, and put the filter on here. So I'm just going to throw the filter on here, like so. Just tighten the clamp. It's going to be tough with one hand because this is going to be moving a little bit. Oh, let me just tighten that up quick. Okay, so everything is tightened up now. Filter's on, brackets are on. It's pretty tight in there. So all now we got to do is just connect the breather hose, which is going to go right here. Don't need a clamp for this. It's going to sit on pretty snug, so it's not going to blow off. You shouldn't worry about that. So get that on as good as you can. That's on. Just reconnect the MAF. Okay, and that is pretty much it. So that is the full intake. This is all the stock stuff here. I'm not going to throw it away or sell it or anything because, you know, if I have to take it in for warranty or something, you know, I could always go back to stock and try and swing something, you know. But this is all the stock pieces. This install should really only take you like 10-15 minutes. It doesn't take that long. It's super simple. There's a lot of different variations of intakes you could get for these cars. This is a cheaper intake, but like I said, I got it for a super good cheap deal from a buddy of mine, so I really can't complain. Like I said, this intake is pretty much just for turbo noises. Hopefully it does improve that. I'm not really expecting anything crazy performance wise, maybe a little better throttle response or something like that, but I'm not really getting my hopes up. You know, this is just strictly for more turbo sounds coming from the engine bay, so hopefully it improves that. Like I said, the install is super simple. It should only take you 10 to 15 minutes if you have the right tools. The longest part of the install most likely is actually going to be finding the tools you need. So as long as you find that beforehand, like I did, you know, there's little things that I needed here and there that I had to go get quickly. But besides that, if you have everything that you need from the start, this, like I said, should only take you 10 to 15 minutes. It's super simple. So I'm going to be putting before and after clips of the intake to hopefully get a good comparison to see if there is a difference. Hopefully there is. I'm going to leave that to the end of the video. So guys, thank you for watching. you know, hopefully this helps somebody out. Once again, this is the Injen cold air intake for a Mark 6 Volkswagen TDI. That, you know, that applies to Golf, Sport Wagon, the regular Jetta. So if you have a Mark 6 2.0 TDI, this intake will work. So thank you guys for watching. Once again, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will post now the sound clips of the before and after. Thank you guys.